Hello everyone, my name is Frank Opara. I want to talk about, or let me say this video is gonna be centered mostly on nurses who are nursing the thoughts of traveling abroad, who are already in the process, or who will travel abroad. Okay, so I just want to take it the usual belief, for us from back home. If you want to travel abroad as a nurse, it would be for better life, for better pay, you know. It's not just like change of environment, no. So primarily it would be for better pay, better life. You are able to take care of whatever you need. You have the money to take care of your needs, and maybe you now graduate to taking care of your wants. So so I'm gonna just keep us on this track. That's where I'm going to, because generally that's the main reason. That's one of most of the reasons. So having that in mind, I'm just gonna say it's best you communicate all of your feelings, all of whatever you are thinking with your spouse. Make sure you just initiate this communication, initiate this your thinking, carry him along all the way. If he agrees, if he consents to you towing this path, so you have his support. So let me now take it that he has agreed, right? So the both of you will talk about life abroad. Decide anything now. Let it be that you already have a framework, you already have a plan. So when you then arrive abroad, if anything changes, you change with the changing situations. Okay? So let it not be that you are just void, and then you just arrive, and then if the breeze blows to the left, you are blown to the left. If it blows to the right, you are blown to the right. The both of you. And what if things fall apart and the center cannot hold? It could be blown to the left and you are blown to the right. But because you don't have a framework, you don't have a plan, and maybe you don't even have a pattern, and then center cannot hold anymore. And then that's why you start saying, because of this, because of that. So just try to have a plan. The both of you discuss. Change is inevitable. Change is inevitable. But if you have a plan, you are only going to be modifying your plan. So please note that. All you would be doing would now be making reference to your plan. If I give an example, if the both of you both of you never operated a joint account back home, and you come to the US, for whatever reason, you want to start operating joint account. If it was not planned before, if it's not for the growth of the both parties, it may be one-sided. So you may just take a look and see if it has to be reviewed. But if the both of you were doing the joint account before, back home, and you want to continue, it's something you have done before. and it worked for your family. It even keeps you in check. It keeps you in check. So this is where most women that think that they cannot have whatever they want, whatever they like to have. Remember I said in one of my videos, I said that God is a perfect planner. He blends two opposites, which means my spouse must not like what I like. My spouse must not have flair for what I have flair for. I may want to own I'm trying to look for an example now. I may want to own a microfinance bank, right? But my spouse may want us to do real estate. This is we know this is capital intensive, so this is something that the both of you will have to agree on, and you execute it if you agree, right? But if this is your personal stuff, remember, joint account doesn't mean that you don't have your personal account, right? Your spouse has, you have. So if from my own personal account I want to buy a plot of land, let me just use that one. I want to buy a plot of land from my personal money. Being a woman doesn't make me not to have a plot of land. I have paid my dues. If I want to send money or to buy anything, maybe he doesn't even like that thing. Maybe he doesn't even support that thing. But it's my money, is what I want to do. It's not a risky thing, or it's not criminal thing, right? It's not something criminal. It's something I just have flair for. I'm even talking of acquiring stuff. Yeah, maybe I should just remain there, So it's what I have flair for. So it doesn't change anything. You have paid your dues to the joint accounts, right? You have contributed yours. Every other plan, this is just your own account. You could buy anything, you could do anything you want to do. Your life is not dead yet. Remember, your person, you, is not dead because of marriage. So it all depends on communication. It's all communication. So please just make sure, if you don't have it coming, if it's not strong, please build it. It's one of the things that will really help you. It will be very helpful. So that's one point. Then remember, we are on track of nurses nursing the feeling of coming abroad, because all of these problems may come up when you come abroad if you don't solve it, if you don't do your homework. Okay, again, please, having the objective of coming abroad in mind, it is advisable to go to smaller cities first. Even if you are this person that wants to show off, take shots of long and tall buildings, but you could use those as vacation areas. You can go there and take a shot and post to show that you went to those places. But if you are coming with the mindset of what I said, it is best you go to smaller cities first. If you stay there, you build, you put your 2 legs on the ground first, then you can launch forth, if that's not where you like. There are some people that you wouldn't even know that they are in this America or they are abroad, because they are just at in a small place, quietly making their money, quietly raising their home, quietly doing their thing. And then this will help them never to be distracted. See, if you know you have responsibilities on your shoulder, you have the responsibility. So far you have crossed. You are now, for instance, you are the first person in your family to travel abroad. My dear, the shoulder will be it needs to be very strong to carry weight. So don't get there and get your family disappointed. Don't get them, because even if you are even trying to do the opposite, the people back home will be telling, maybe your parents are looking for something, or they need something, or your sibling or something. They say, what of your brother? Maybe your brother is abroad. What of your sister? I thought your sister traveled abroad. Something like that. So just try to stay where you don't want distraction. Get focused. Smaller cities will just keep you on track. Before we moved, when I was getting interviews, I got with Texas, Hendrick Hospital or something like that. For people in Texas, you will know what I'm talking about. So Hendrick. I also got Pennsylvania, GCMC. You see, I'm mentioning big cities. I got those jobs, but when I browsed, I saw that these were not the things I wanted. So I declined the both of them. And then I got another one in North Dakota, I think. Yeah, somewhere like that, I think, because it was now too cold. That was the reason why my husband said we should decline that one too. So that was 3 offers that I declined. That was when they now asked me, what do you want? I said, I just want a small city that when I stand at my house, that's the description I gave to O'Grady. So I'm telling you the clear. When I stand at my house, I would see the hospital. This is from my lifestyle in Lagos, that I will stay on traffic for hours. I did not want that life anymore. So O'Grady got me where I am now. And when we came, my apartment was 15 minutes away from my home, from my work. But when we bought our house, my hospital became 2 minutes away. You see, so this is actually what I have always wanted. I don't want the crazy lifestyle of Lagos State. Okay, so you go to small cities, you are not distracted. God bless you if you now go to a white populated area. You on your own, nobody cares. If you like, wear slippers and go to the grocery store. If you like, be like an idiot. Nobody cares. The only time they will care is if you look like a threat. But somebody checking you out and saying, "Oh wow, you spend this money, spend this money. You have not even changed your phone. See the kind of balance you are using. Now you did not see the clearance in the designer's bag. Oh my God, this, that. You will be so distracted that all you will now be doing will be to spend on the unnecessary spendings, because you want to showcase, you want to compare, you want to show off. For what? What does that add to you? You will lose focus. You will lose focus. And then by the time you know it, you would have spent 2 years, 3, 4, 5 years. And when you look back, you don't even have anything to show for it. Yes, I have few people that I know of here in the US. They came here long before I ever thought of IELTS. It was when I came, I was going to Facebook Messenger. I was chatting them up, They thought I was still in Nigeria. The mentality. Once you are abroad, you isolate people in Nigeria or back home. You will think that once you say hi, the next thing, it's true, it's true. We have to watch it, because I am a victim too. So when somebody tells you hi, you will think that the next thing is, send me money now. You are abroad, send me money. So because of that, you see that many people abroad do not want to communicate with people back home. So that was why I could easily let go, because I called, I was chatting them up. They would never reply. I waved, I said hi, nobody. No, none of them replied me. So even the ones that finally, maybe because they saw my posts on Facebook, they finally said hi, hello. And then I had to say my mind, because if I don't say it, who will say it for me? I just told them, you guys should change this mentality. It's not everyone that is hungry. It's not everyone that will say hello and then the next thing is, I better send me money. It's not. So at least hear somebody out first. It's so rude. It's so rude of you guys to just, once you have crossed, you just ignore somebody. It just is no longer your level. No, it's not so. Some of these people I'm talking about were here. They came here and got carried away. They got here and they came here and got carried away because they live in big cities. So some of them had not even thought of, after working here for a couple of years, some of them came with diploma in nursing. They did not think of upgrading, when they know that most hospitals, if not all, in the US here, they will take you with diploma, but they will tell you to upgrade within a space of time. So even if they don't chase you out, you don't have to wait until it's the deadline. So some of them never upgraded. And then even some of them I never knew had not taken NCLEX. So it was when I posted some of my pictures and wrote something, that they came to my inbox to chat me up. And of course, I answered them. So I have just noticed that when you are in the big city, you just get carried away. And I was glad when I saw a post from somebody in UK that also talked about you not going to big cities. I have friends in the UK. I love the fact that they are in their quiet area, in small cities, calmly making their lives count. If you want to show off, if you want to travel, I stay in a small city, but we go on vacation in big places. So far it adds to my children, because left for me, it's not my business. Once I have a good life, I have my opportunities, that's fine. But just because of the kids. So even when we came to this small city, in my hospital, because it's very cold, so the patients will say, it was just as if they had not seen black. It's more of white here. So it was just as if they had not seen black before. This my hair, they want to feel it. Oh, it looks good. Feel it. I almost monetized it. So the questions they were always asking me, I had to do my research. They say, where are you from? I say, Nigeria. How come you crossed from Nigeria straight down to this place? Extremes of weather conditions. Nigeria is very hot, here it's very cold. They believe that most of our people, if you want to cross, you rather go to Texas, you rather go to all these California. So when they finish asking, I will just be smiling. And then the next question comes. Or, have you got kids? Why? Because, like I said, you and adults could be carried away, right? If you bring your kids to already, I just want to mind my words. If you want to structure your kids' life abroad from where we are coming from, you need this kind of area to structure them, especially when they are small. So when they are very young, you bring them, you calmly structure them, you slowly structure them, you allow them to go out there, allow them to bring in whatever they get from there, you sieve it. My children's schools, they know, like, there was a time they called me because of my daughter, that she looked withdrawn. I said, was she like this before? They said no. I said, okay, this was the decision we made, because she kept on having some comments from some of her classmates, and she wouldn't want to retaliate. She wouldn't want to talk back. So instead of her to be getting those, we decided you rather stay on your own. So until that is resolved, she will be staying in that position that you guys don't like her. So solve her problem. But funny enough, the thing we thought was her problem later turned out to be good. She has always been the best now in her class. The teacher called and said that she's too bright for her level, that they need to put her in accelerated grade level. So now she is in accelerated grade. So we had to meet again because I am her best friend. So we had to decide, okay, you know what? Just give out a little, make friends. Just make friends for this week and see if it works. So now she has just one friend. Just one friend. And the both of them started staying like withdrawn, and both of them got the accelerated class. So don't lose your kids. Don't lose your kids because you're abroad. Make sure you are able to blend, so that they are also able to blend when they get home. So they don't live their lives only here abroad and then carry the so-called abroad lifestyle back home, and they don't blend. It will be a shame on your part. It will be a failure on your part, especially the woman. So please let us have all of this at the back of our minds and carry it along. Again, like I said, when you're abroad, lots of things are on your shoulders. So please choose your battles. Don't carry all the fight. Don't carry all the load. You have to build for your future. That's another point. Build for your future. You know that whatever you have back home would not be able to pay bills here, even if you change the money. So have a reason why you want to have properties back home. For instance, I have properties back home, but my reason was the fact that if we ever travel, it mustn't be that I must take dollars from here to spend back home. It means that whatever I have at home should be able to take care of every expenses we'll have at home. For instance, there is any urgent need for money, and I am not disposed to sending money back home. There are things at home that they can use from. So be intentional. Know whatever you want. Don't go because others are going. Don't join the crowd. Come out. Bible says, come out from among them and be separate. So just be intentional in your moves. Don't just follow the crowd. Be you. Be yourself. If you want to have this, know why you should have it, not because others are having it. And like I was saying, of building your future, and your money at home doesn't pay bills here. So let us not be carried away when you are getting the dollars or euros or pounds, and then you just want to showcase it. Let them see. You buy this, you buy that, you do this, you do that. Make sure that you have your emergency fund. Make sure that you are planning for your retirement here in the US. Oh, sorry, anywhere abroad, right? Just make sure that you are planning for tomorrow. Don't be carried away. Don't do on your mat set go with anybody. Don't be in any competition with anyone. Just be doing as if you are a mumu. You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. If this person is carrying money and sending back home, you don't even know how much this person is making and how much is sending back home. So don't be carried away because this person is building house at home, and then you now want to do. You don't even know how much this person has saved for retirement, for whatever, many things that you can do to keep your head afloat in America or abroad. Because you will not like yourself if you are still 65, 70 and you are still working like Jackie to pay bills, to pay debts. You will not like yourself. Me, I feel, in fact, I see the reason why I must not work till that age. When I go to the stores or I go anywhere and I see the people we call old people at home working. In fact, once I see them, it sort of reminds me, Franca, know the year you must retire. Yes. Know the year you have decided to retire and work towards it. So be intentional. Don't be carried away. Don't be carried away. What helps you? What makes you fulfilled? Me? Bible says there is joy in heaven over one sinner that repents, right? Me, there is joy in my heart over one person that I put smile on their faces, on his or her face. There is this fulfillment. There is this fulfillment I get. If people that know me, that I have worked with over time, you will know that if you tell me you have a problem, you will say I will be the one chasing after you. That is if I have bought your problem. It's not everybody. For instance, let me even explain so that you don't come and start telling me problems. What I mean is, for instance, you tell me that your child is sick. For the fact you have told me, you have put a burden in my life. Because I will continue following up until you finally tell me that this child is well. And that's how it is with other aspects. And don't forget that whatever I do, I'm intentional. So even if you tell me about any story tomorrow, I know what to give you. Like I said, I will communicate with everyone, but what I communicate may not make you happy. That's the difference. So please, let us be so focused. Let us be focused in whatever we do, so that at the end of the day, we attain the goal. Otherwise, you will see that everyone is going abroad. You try, of course, you have brain, you write exam, you do everything, you pass, you come abroad. Not the same thing, the same level, the same everything, no change. Ukochukwu not the same people. You know, so it would have just been better if you remained where you were, because when they see you on that level, nobody would ask you, send me, Christmas has reached to this one. But once you have crossed over, you have crossed over with lots of responsibilities, you know. So please just be focused and make sure you don't just rush or plan or just, you know, ginger to go abroad only for you to go and show off and tell the world that finally you made it, and then you start showing off buying design. Don't run to buy designers if you were not wearing designers before. Don't come here and start saying you have arrived because you have credit cards. Don't. Just maintain your level first. You are going somewhere. You will get there. Food when you want chop, you don't need to rush it now. It's your own. So calm down. You have reached. This is a land of opportunities. So you don't have to go and start rushing except you are already 70 years old before you arrived here. But if you arrived here at 70 years old to come and start doing the work that you were supposed to, the work that the age of in the 20s, 30s, 40s will do, and you are now doing it at that old age, you will break down. Psych will say you go into involutional melancholy. You know, so please, there is time and season for everything. Once you arrive, let it be your season of locating, or let me say, not locating, your season of just looking out for what you are here for. Just concentrate first. Don't be carried away. Whoever comes to be your friend, we know what you stand for first. That is the thing. If you know me, if you know that this is me, this is what I like to do, this is what I stand for, this is the kind of person I am, you already see the kind of person I am before you will come to me. So if you want to change me for the good. Otherwise, we die there. You know, so please, this will be very great if you reconsider to at least start from somewhere. Then you move on to the level you want to be. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and hit the button for more updates. Thank you so very much, and God bless.